Fam, this new Final Fantasy 16 trailer slaps so hard.
Dude, I'm hype as fuck. It looks awesome. Put Yoshida in and don't let Nomura touch anything, and we are heading for a golden age for real.
Sure thing, Donald. Nomura sucks so much ass. No wonder Kingdom Hearts and Advent Children were cap.
Hey guys, sorry, had to take a crap and ran out of diapers, had to go buy new ones.
Holy fucking shit, you disgust me so much, old man.
Shut up, asshole.
Whatever, man, just don't fuck up our Final Fantasy tier list with your lame game opinions.
Let's try our best to make this one the best, guys. Let's start this tier list chronologically, shall we? Final Fantasy 1, not the best, but it's a pioneer. I say B tier.
Yeah, definitely, we have to respect the game for paving the road for the series.
Oh boy, here comes Grandpa again. Back in my days, video games were actually good. Fuck you, Joe. I respect it, but that trash cannot be anywhere above C tier. It's not even a classic.
C tier it is, now Final Fantasy 2.
Lowest tier there is. Which one is ours? D tier. Do not even think.
Hold on a second. The game is not so bad, you fat ass. The mechanics are very original.
Took your time to starting spitting shit, right, Sleepy Joe? I think 2 entries is your record without saying your shitty opinion. This game fucks up the whole idea of grinding in an RPG. The mechanics are so creative that they removed all of that shit for the following games. Also, the story is mid as hell.
The game is very fucking bad, Joe. Come on, D tier. Next one, Final Fantasy 3. I really feel like it is an improved version of Final Fantasy 1. It's only fair that it is at least above Final Fantasy 1.
That game is so fucking shit, I would put it in the lowest tier.
Come on, Joe. Why is that?
That difficulty spike towards the end of the game made me want to kill myself. Such bad game design.
That was the essential idea behind that era on JRPGs, you dumb shit. You progress, hit a hard area, and grind to get past it. In short, the problem here is not the game, but Joe's skill issue. Just put it 1 tier above FF1, Barack.
Shut the fuck up, Orange Man.
I think FF3 was a huge leap from 1 and 2. I cannot place it on the same level of FF1. B tier.
Nice one. My man Barack hitting harder than his drones on Middle East.
Final Fantasy 4.
C tier, and I'm being optimistic. This game sucks ass. The way plot development was done in this game is worse than Biden's economic plan. Let's sacrifice the player's effort and remove characters he grinded for plot consistency. Also, story is mid. Rabbits on the moon, really?
Have a load of this loser. FF4 is the most important FF game at that point from all the ones we ranked. It was the first time characters actually had personalities and were not complete dummies. Also, this is where the definitive concepts for Dragoons, Paladins, and Dark Knights were created. Kane's drip is so fucking dope, Barbaricha is hot AF.
Biden is right, Trump. And I'm not even going to try to convince you otherwise. FF4 is lit. Easy tier A.
I hate you guys so much.
We hate you too. FF5 turn now. I'm just going to drop it in B tier because nobody cares about FF5.
True, nice job system though.
Agreed, nobody cares about butts. And the villain is fucking Tree. Fun game nonetheless.
Good, finally an agreement. Next, FF6 S tier.
Easiest S tier of my life. This game is the GOAT. Best opening in the series, complex and deep characters, best villain, beautiful OST, amazing scenarios, simply brilliant.
Cells is hot as fuck, S tier.
Everything about the FF6 puzzle falls in place perfectly. S tier it is. Next, FF7.
S tier, we don't even have to debate it. This is a no-brainer.
No fucking way. This is by far the most overrated shit in the history of video games.
You must be the only fucking person in the world who thinks that. Final Fantasy VII is a milestone in the gaming industry.
Right, because we are making a tier list of milestones here, right, Grandpa? No, we are not. Have you even tried to play this shit in the last 5 or 10 years? This game aged the worst of all Final Fantasy games. No meme. B tier.
Donald, I agree that the game aged badly as Joe did, but this game is a milestone. No way it's a B tier.
If we are to place it in S rank with FF6, it should have the same level of quality, which it definitely is not.
Hard to argue against that.
Hard to argue? Are you both fucking each other IRL? FF7 is perfect gameplay and lore-wise. The world is rich. The overworld is great. The super bosses are incredible.
Cap. The characters are so fucking mid. Cloud is a boring-ass character, which I will never understand why people like him. Sephiroth is an edgelord. The plot is a convoluted piece of shit. I won't trash much further on the game because I like it, but it is not S tier.
You say that, but it's the only game receiving a AAA remake.
The remake is absolute garbage, for fuck's sake. It has Nomura written all over it.
I agree the remake is absolute trash. For the sake of moving on, I'll settle for FF7 on tier A. Next, I think FF8 is B tier.
I don't know who is worse, Cloud or Squall.
The main thing that kept me playing that game was the hot chick with the whips.
Just like your mom in an after-night party at the Trump Towers.
My mom was already a mummy by the time you built your towers, shithead.
The draw system is kind of crap. Story and dialogues are ass. There is nothing remarkable about this game. I think B tier is too much. C tier.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Now Final Fantasy IX.
S tier, that one is the MVP, and I won't accept anything different than that.
Tier A Joe, no better than that. No wonder you like it, you boring fuck.
FF9 takes advantage of everything that worked in the previous 8 games and creates a total epic. This is by far the most creative universe in the whole Final Fantasy franchise. Aside from trance, everything else in this game works. Battle system is rewarding and straightforward. Jobs are embedded into each character's lore and personality. All characters interesting. Kuja may be gay, but he is fabulous and a Kefka-level villain. S tier, a piece of art.
Well said, Joe. Also, the OST slaps so hard.
This game can be a Tier A the best. The game is so fucking slow that I'm impressed that Joe managed to finish it without going comatose. Battle transitions take an eternity.
Technical limitations from PlayStation 1, you retard. FF9 was released past the life cycle of the console.
Also, what is up with that blue shit as the final boss? It didn't make any sense.
It is clearly an allusion to Cloud of Darkness and FF3, Donald, you stupid mongoloid. She appears out of the blue just like Necron. The ending of this game hits so hard when you realize that the narrator is actually a letter written by Vivi, which had stopped by the time the ending takes place. Man, I'm going to cry.
Fair enough. That hits hard indeed. S tier.
Vivi alone deserves the S tier.
Good. Now for FF10, S tier as well.
Fuck you, Barack. Tier A. This is the turning point where the series started to go downhill. FF10 was well executed and had one of the best battle mechanics in the series. Sphere Grid is lit, but nearly all characters in the game are so fucking annoying and forgettable. It doesn't belong in S tier.
Don is spitting facts right now, Barack. Many things work for this game, but many don't. This shit is linear as fuck, and it has fucking low replay value. I love the story, but we can't ignore that some major decisions made in this game led to the absolute shit that the franchise became for the next 20 years. Anyways, Tier A, great entry.
Okay, FF12.
C tier, that game is lame.
Wait the fuck up, it is not that horrible. The game sucks a bit, but it's the only PlayStation 2 Final Fantasy in which exploration matters. The map is huge, and they pushed PS2 to its limits. Also, it is one of the few Final Fantasies with considerable replay value.
Joe is right.
Fuck you, C tier.
Ignore this shithead, Barack. Put it in Tier A.
It doesn't deserve the same spot as FF4 or FF10. I'm putting it in B tier.
Fine.
Next, Final Fantasy 13. This shit is at best low D tier. Absolute garbage.
It was not that bad, you fucking asshole. Vanille is the sweetest person of all time. I bet you just took offense that the black guy is a fucking douche and the Chocobo uses his hair as a nest.
That was kind of fucked up, TBH.
The game is literally a corridor simulator. I wonder if anybody played this shit at Squeenix before launching it. It's one of the worst games to ever come into existence.
Obama is right, Trump. There is absolutely nothing that is decent about this game. D tier.
Fine, put it in D tier and in your buttholes as well, fuckers.
Okay, lastly, Final Fantasy 15.
I really would like to give this shit a D tier for the time they spent developing this. I could have built a wall not only for Mexico, but for Canada as well with all that time. But I found it quite enjoyable. Tier A.
No way it's Tier A. Those motherfuckers spent 1 decade developing it, and the camera is absolute dog shit. The end game is worse than my memory. The story is mid. They literally cut out parts of the story to make a movie which was total ass. C tier.
This game had several flaws, but I had the most fun exploring the world than in any other Final Fantasy games. Also, the Backstreet Boys are dope. For the first time, Square Enix made some characters that act like human beings and not like anime shit like in the FF7 remake. I think they told Nomura to fuck off. I think we can settle with B tier.
B tier is fine. See you fuckers.
Thank God it's past my bedtime.